It is a law of nature that what you behold is what you become. It is as unchangeable as Newton's law of gravity. You might think that you can control what you see and how that affects your life, but if you think that, you're only kidding yourself. What we see, what we behold is what we become. But back to our original question, how can I have this total character transformation in my life? It is so simple. He says, listen, if you want my character, make Jesus the focus in your life. Simple as that, plain and simple. This is not theologically complicated stuff. He says, make me the primary focus in your life. Look to Jesus, study Him, think about Him, talk about Him. Let Jesus be the all-consuming thoughts of your mind as you go through the day, as you go about your work. Think and talk and meditate upon the life of Jesus. Maybe this might mean that you need to get rid of a few things in your life that are killing your spiritual walk with the Lord. Maybe this means that you need to change the course of your life. Maybe this means that you need to get rid of the pornography in your life that is changing your character from what God wants it to be to what the world wants it to be. Maybe it means you need to get rid of the novels that you're reading in your life that's changing your character into the world instead of a character after God. Maybe it means you need to get rid of Hollywood out of your life and all of its mediums and all of its forms so that you can have the character of God instead of the character of Hollywood. What you behold is what you become. And if you want to be able to come to the judgment and have the King look upon you and see that you have the wedding garment on, turn your eyes to Jesus. So the question is, what am I spending my time beholding? You know, as you go through the day, you always have these little minutes here and there. And when you have those little minutes where you're not doing much, what do you begin to think about? What do you think about as you're driving down the road? What do you think about while you're brushing your teeth at night? What do you think about while you're taking a shower in the evening or in the morning? What do you think about as you're walking down the road observing nature or whatever it is? What do you think about in those scraps of moments as you go through the day? And I believe if you're honest with yourself and you begin to reflect upon this, you will all of a sudden realize where you are, why you are at where you're at in your spiritual experience. We need to gather up these fragments and throughout the day, not just leave Jesus at our devotions, not just leave Him at church, but carry Him with us throughout the day, meditating and thinking and reflecting upon Him. Literally, I asked you the question, who are you beholding? Who are you looking at? Listen, some of us spend more time looking at ourselves in a 24-hour period of time in the mirror than we spend looking at Jesus. Lord, have mercy. And you men out there that are pointing your finger at the women, listen, I know there's guys out there that are looking at themselves in every shiny surface they can find. Listen, in all sincerity, if you want to be a real man, stop looking at yourself and start looking at Jesus. The world today has made Jesus look like a weak man. But I'm here to tell you this evening that if you want real masculinity, if you want real manliness, look at Jesus, because there's no better man than Him. Who are you beholding? Who are you looking at? What is consuming your thoughts as you go throughout the day? When people think about you, what do they think about? Do they think of you as a spiritual person or as a nominal Christian? Do they think of you as somebody who's like Jesus or like a lukewarm Laodicean?